And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Baker going to throw this right away. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Renfro. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Mayfield. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he is going to have the Bills first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, Mayfield. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing. But as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback. And eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Back to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Patriots at 4-5, a game under 500. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
So look, Akers hit, he coughs it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing, Mayfield. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the cameras. And now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That's number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And again, it's Mayfield. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around it.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Akers back-to-back catches. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 6. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. Caught right side, Davis. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's swung out wide to Harris. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Isaiah Pacheco, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Wormley, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here back back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now back to throw.
Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try the left side here with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll find Moreau here.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Okay, ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the pass. 4th down coming up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now Harris. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now out come the Bills.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now.
This one swung out to Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jamal Williams punching it in from the yard away. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again. And here the 4th. So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right at them. Run the football, and the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give to Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 10, 55 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Here's Baker. Connecting with Andrews.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now Mayfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Mayfield.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Pats, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.